Alright, this is the section of the creek that I'm going to start putting rocks in. It's probably, I don't know, 20 feet across. The water is maybe a foot deep right here, so it shouldn't be too bad. I'm not trying to fill this in, you know, up to the height where I'm standing. I'm just trying to put a good hard surface where I can ride across, and I'll come bring my tractor with the front end loader and dig this out and grade this down a little bit. But I've pretty much got an unlimited amount of busted sidewalk. These pieces are actually pieces of sidewalk that was busted up for whatever reason, and just piled up in the back where I work. And I'm just going to start bringing in a couple truckloads of this a week, and just backing this down and dumping it out and spreading across here best I can, and hopefully by deer season I'll have access to the other side of the property. There's a lot of good deer sign in here, and most of it is on the other side of this creek. And my plans for this place, it's 90 acres, and this creek runs right through the middle of it diagonally. If you look at it from an aerial map, it's from the northwest corner down to the south, the northwest corner down to the southeast corner, and it, you know, meanders along through there. In the winter, this thing will be 3 or 4 feet deep. Right now, you know, it might be 2 feet deep in the deepest parts, but it's good cold water. I'll tell you that. It's nice just to come in here, and I'll come back here sometimes and just walk up and down the creek just to get out of the house. But I'm excited about hunting along this creek, trapping along this creek, pretty much just doing whatever. But anyway, it's nice. It's right here behind my house too, so I don't have to go anywhere. And Betsy loves it. She, don't you, Betsy? Alright, day 2 of this Creek Road project. Just trying to build up a road. This is what I've got so far. That's 2 loads of rocks. Put 1 load in yesterday and just got through getting these other ones in place. This busted up sidewalk works good. I mean, it's in there. A couple of them might be a little loose, but they'll settle as the water, you know, settles them into the sand. But it's sturdy. I tell you, you know, it's hard ground right here. Of course, you know, in the winter this will be 6-8 inches deeper, but I could probably drive that thing down here right now. But I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait until I got the road finished. It'll come off that bank right there. Of course, I'll dig that bank out a little more to have a not as steep an incline coming down into the creek, and then it'll just continue on from here all the way to that bank there, and then I'll dig that out as well, and it'll kind of go. I don't know if this was an old road. It looks like it was. I mean, you can see where it's kind of open right there, but it dies off about 30 yards up. But this creek is awesome. I've never hunted on a piece of property that had a creek like this that ran right through the middle of it, so I'm looking forward to that. Not only hunting, but the trapping too. I mean, there's coon sign all up and down this creek. I ought to catch, shoot, hundreds of coons. I don't know. Hopefully bobcats and fox and some coyotes too. But I walked up that way yesterday. We'll go around this little bend right here and just kind of see what's around here. Now, this tree, it was not here the last time that I came, and it didn't break off anywhere from anywhere around here. And that tree is huge, and it didn't break off from anything. So that'll tell you what kind of water this thing gets. at times. I mean, it'll, I'm sorry, I think I might, no, that's a pine cone. I thought that might have been a snakehead, but that's a pine cone right there. But that's a lot. There's got to be a lot of water to carry that log down this creek, and it obviously got lodged right here. So I thought about moving it out of the way, but I think I'm just going to leave it and just kind of see what nature does with it. It may, you know, if it floods one good time, it may take it on. But I mean, this creek is endless possibilities. Deer trails running all back and forth. Like I said, all kind of animal sign. I ought to get a lot of varmints off of this creek. But anyway, just thought I'd show you my progress on this road from yesterday. I think I can probably, I think if 5 more loads of that busted sidewalk will probably get me over here and get everything filled in. Now what I plan on doing is all these holes and the big cracks right here in between these big pieces, I'm going to get the baseball and softball size rock from the creek bed just north of me and come in and fill that in best I can, just to shore it up even more. But I think that's going to stay. I mean, I guess I can't say for sure until I've seen it after a good, you know, winter when there's a lot of rain and a lot of water coming through this thing. But, you know, if nothing else, it's going to give me a better foundation to cross the creek and get my Polaris across. All I really need to do is just get across there and get to that bank. I'll cut a trail that'll run, you know, parallel with the creek all the way up. I mean, that's going to take, I mean, it'll take me 2 or 3 years to get that done. But I'm not going to ride over there or anything. But, you know, if I kill a 200-pound deer a quarter mile up this creek, I sure would like to get this thing as close to it as possible. But anyway, I'm going to cut off now. I'm going to ride around the other parts of the property and video a couple of the fields and a couple other spots that I got picked out. All right, this is the biggest field on the property. Probably, I don't know, 2.5 acres, maybe bigger. But really good spot. I don't know where I'm going to put my stands yet. I'm going to try to put 2 stands on this field, one to bow hunt out of and the other to sit during rifle season if I decide to take my rifle. I'm thinking that it's going to be that biggest oak tree where the camera's pointed right now. But I am going to plant the majority, if not this entire field. I like to plant big fields. I know I've shown a couple people this field and they're like, oh, I would only plant half of it. But hell, I mean, if I was a deer in the woods, I'd want as much food out here as possible. And plus, with it only being 90 acres, you know, I've only got 3 or 4 food plots, and the deer are going to need something to eat after the freeze comes in. So anyway, ride on down this road and check out another spot. This is a very small, going to be a very small food plot, and it's probably not, I don't know, 200 yards from where we just were. But I'm going to try to bow hunt out of this in this little area. I mean, this is it. What we're looking at right here is it. But I am going to cut down a few trees and make it as big as possible. And this will be definitely a bow hunting stand. I've got a trophy rock out right here. It looks like they have found it. It's been out about a week. I'll probably move that soon. I want to put it closer to the creek, and I just threw it out there just to see if the deer would find it right here, and we'll see how long it would take them to find it. But I mean, you can see how small this is going to be. But I like hunting these smaller food plots off of the bigger ones, the deer feel a lot more secure to come here earlier in the evening. And plus, you in here with that bow, you can kill them all year long. I'm gonna put my stand right up here in that big pine right there. Cut some of these limbs. We'll be good to go. All right, we're coming into another food plot here. This one isn't quite as big as the other one I showed you, but I think this one is going to be the #1 spot of the whole place. It's kind of down in this bottom. Over here to the left, there's another creek that feeds into the bigger creek where I'm building the road. And on the other side of that creek, it's a bad thicket. And, you know, deer love a thicket. The thicker it is, the more they like it. Now, you can't see, but right straight ahead through here, there's a clear cut that's probably, I don't know, 5 or 6 years old. So it's thick as well. And, you know, a clear cut that was not replanted, I mean, it gets grown up crazy. 5 or 6 years, it's, you know, it's just a briar patch. But that's a great bedding area for a deer. Right up through here's the start of a big hardwood bottom. So I think that this is going to be a really, really good field. Plus, not to mention that the soil here, I came out when I first got this place and just took a shovel and turned up each food plot in a couple places just to see what the soil looked like. And this entire field, I mean, it's jet black. It's going to grow really well. The other fields are okay, but not near as dark and fertile looking as this one. Another couple hours in the books. I tell you what, that's a workhorse right there. That is money well spent. I don't have much land compared to other people, but I tell you what, I couldn't get this little thing down there, but that'll go. There's my shop I'm building down there. I'll do a video on that eventually, but before I let y'all go completely, I wanted to show y'all something now. I know y'all know about my socks, redhilloutdoorsman.com. That's www.redhilloutdoorsman.com. I'm wearing the Turkey Track socks again. These are actually the same socks I wore yesterday. But I want to tell you, I put these socks on this morning at about 6 o'clock. And it is about 10 after 6 right now. But that's where those socks have been all day. Alright, and I work outside. I'm, you know, walking, going up hills, carrying, toting stuff, doing everything. That sock was never down here on my ankles. Watch out now, Bitsy. And I just got through, you know, working back here behind the house. I ain't never wore another pair of socks that does that stays up all day long. And I know you can't tell, you can't reach out here and touch these, but my feet are bone dry. This wool sock right here, and it's July, hell, I don't even know what day it is. July the 2nd. Yeah, July the 2nd. And you'd think wearing wool socks is crazy right now. It was 97 degrees today here in Alabama. But I'm going to tell you, my feet didn't sweat. They stay dry. They stay comfortable. These are the best socks you can put on your feet. And also, let me tell you this. These are made in the United States. This is an American-made product by American workers. This ain't made in no Chi-Com sweatshop. Alright? Chi-Com means Chinese communist, in case you didn't know. This is made with American hands, and that's the way I like it. But anyway, check us out, www.redhilloutdoorsman, that's MAN.com. I've got several other styles of socks. I've even got socks for the ladies out there. Got a couple shows coming up. Got one third weekend of this month in Birmingham, the World Deer Expo. And then you got the Buckmasters Expo in August. But anyway, y'all check us out and like us on Facebook. And go outside.